Age 12, first period, silence, panic. But moms, this is the moment where your daughter needs to hear your voice the loudest because their bodies are rapidly changing at a rate that their mind has not yet understood. This is Abongwe, the guiding voice at Sisterhood Redefined. I want to assure you this is absolutely normal. For each and every woman or girl child, there comes a point in life where your body starts preparing itself to host an embryo or to release an egg. Now, what happens is that some other hormones in your body, such as progesterone and estrogen, tend to fluctuate up and down in order to prepare the uterine lining to attach an embryo. Now, should an embryo not attach because of lack of fertilization, that uterine lining falls down, and the blood that you see coming out of the vaginal opening is what you called menstruation or your period. Now, it's important for us to understand that it's a natural occurrence in life, and every woman goes through it, some earlier than others. We live in a world where today kids go through this at early ages of 7, 8, and 9. Now, let's break it down. Imagine you are an owner of a hotel, and every month you expect to welcome a guest. And so while you are waiting for the guest, you make sure the bedding is on point, you make sure that the food is prepared, pillows are nice, everything is comfortable, the room is clean. And all of a sudden now, when the guest is supposed to arrive, they don't show up, right? They leave you hanging. And so what you do, you become angry, you did all of these preparations, and yet you did them for absolutely nothing. It's the same thing that happens to a woman's body. The body prepares itself to attach or to host an embryo, but remember, this embryo needs to be an egg that has met with a sperm cell and has fertilized. So that guest you're waiting for in the hotel room is a fertilized egg. What happens when the egg is not fertilized? It literally gets chucked out. And so what happens? Your body maybe gets angry that it prepared for nothing, and the uterus lining starts contracting to force those blood vessels that had built up inside your body in order to ensure that the egg is well cushioned. It contracts and contracts, and that's why you'll feel period cramps, right? And it forces that uteral lining to be flushed down. As a result, what you see and experience at the end of the month is your monthly cycle. It's called a monthly menstrual cycle because every month your body prepares to host an egg, but when the egg is not fertilized and does not attach to the uterus lining, your body gets angry, contracts, throws away the home where the egg was supposed to stay. So now we've spoken a bit about the menstrual cycle. Now I want us to understand that at times, well, oftentimes, it can happen even before a girl starts entering into a menstrual cycle phase. There is some secretions that you might see on the panty that look jelly-like, some look cloudy, it depends, right? So think of it as almost your body or your vagina cleaning itself. So daily, there's a self-cleansing that occurs. So think of it like this. Every day at your house or your home, you have auntie that helps out. Every day auntie cleans. Every day auntie washes the dishes, right? And every day she sweeps. And you see sometimes that she's sweeping out sand, she's sweeping out dust and all of that. You get worried the minute auntie tells you that there's a cockroach in the cupboard. You get worried the minute you start seeing mice being taken out of your house. So the analogy that I'm trying to make is that sometimes when you do get these secretions, they show that there's something wrong that is happening. Things such as infection, and this is when you need to contact your healthcare provider. Because when auntie starts seeing mice, when you start seeing cockroaches in the house, you call the exterminator. Similarly, when your discharge is green, has a fishy odor, and it itches, you don't understand what's happening, it's time to bring in the big guns. This is when you go and contact your healthcare professional. Now, you see, we've already spoken about discharge. We've spoken about your aunt that comes and cleans and makes sure that your vagina is clean, everything is spotless. And this happens on a daily basis. Now, I do want to say, similarly to your house, there are people that live in your house, right? Either you live alone or you live with people, but there is someone who is the stronghold of the house, who lives in the house, who controls what's happening in the house. Similarly, in the vagina, we have what we call lactobacilli. These are residents in your vagina. They live there. They are good bacteria which are acidic, and this acid means that sometimes on your panty, especially if it's black, you're going to see a bit of discoloration because remember, acid burns. So that bacteria is what's primarily responsible for acid burns on your panty. But this is a good thing, it's absolutely normal. What is a point of concern is when harsh soaps are used or anything out of the ordinary happens to throw these good bacteria out of your vagina or your body. Now, when they're thrown out, other things move in. Remember, you can't just have an empty space, right? Where there's a house, someone will find a way to break in and live there. Whether it's a cockroach, it's a rat, it doesn't matter what it is. So the minute you throw out or you misbalance your lactobacilli, pathogenic bacteria get the chance to grow and thrive. And this is where sometimes people get thrush and sometimes get bacterial vaginosis. Most oftentimes, this is accompanied again by discharge that does not look normal. Number two, it's accompanied by a lot of itching. And this is when, once again, you need to see your healthcare professional. So, parents, moms, dads, even, feel free to be honest and open to your children about what's happening, what types of products they are when they're expecting their menstrual cycle to begin. Tetinyani girl, the truth will set you free. Each one has a Bible.